Minnesota Vikings, taking on Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines and it's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 66 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
We're calling out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Dalvin Cook, 13 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 8 catches, 79 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They'll corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. They'll run here with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, one from each conference, that question becomes who's hot, who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Chargers 0.
2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. It's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Burrow. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. 3rd down here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-0.
The score, Vikings 10, Chargers 0.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Harrow's on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, Herbert. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ashton Davis there on the cover.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run with Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Burrow. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming.
Less than a yard.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and that's caught by Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. His kick is right through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this completes a Henry over the middle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll get this to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Herbert operating from the red zone. So that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Vikings, 11.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Again, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings.
From the gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers,
they'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry.
complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is caught at the end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Harris on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to the air. And his pass incomplete. Herbert at this point down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
this spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Again, it's Cook.
And 6.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 27.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Calvin Cook, the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.